Today we're going to discuss the parts of a sentence. The objective of this lesson is to learn how to identify subjects, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and complements in sentences. Each of these are a different aspect that could be added to a sentence. A sentence at the very, very basic level, it contains at least a subject and a verb. If you look at our example sentence at the bottom, we have the boy ran. Now, the subject is either described by the verb or is causing the action. Boy is the identified subject in this sentence. It's causing the action. A verb tells of something being done or can be referred to as an action word. Ran is the verb in this sentence. Another part of a sentence is adjectives, a word or group of words used to describe or modify a person or thing. So now we can take our basic sentence, the boy ran, and we can change it to the small boy ran. Small is the adjective, it's describing the boy. When you were younger in your school years, you maybe referred to color words as adjectives because they could be used to describe a noun. Additional sentence parts also include adverbs. Adverbs are a word or a group of words that modify either the verb, the adjective, or another adverb. To identify an adverb, you can generally see if it answers the question where, when, why, or under what conditions. To add an adverbial phrase to our sentence, the small boy ran, we can change it to the small boy ran in the woods. The small boy ran where? In the woods. In the woods is identified as our adverbial phrase. Additionally, we can direct objects are part of a sentence. Direct objects are the word that is receiver of the action. So now we can change our sentence to the small boy ran a race in the woods. The small boy ran who? Ran what? Race. Race is our direct object, followed by our adverbial phrase. Indirect objects tell who or for whom or what the action of the verb is performed. To add an indirect object to our sentence, we could change it to the small boy ran for fun a race in the woods. Our indirect object is for fun because it tells for what the action of the verb is performed. Complements can either be subject complements or object complements. A complement is any word or phrase that completes the sense of a subject, an object, or a verb. To add a subject complement to our sentence, we could change it to the small boy, Bobby, ran for fun a race in the woods. Subject complement is Bobby because it's completing or renaming boy. This slide is just a general reference slide, including definitions of each of these sentence parts. You can use this as a reference while you're working on your lesson to help you identify the necessary parts. Now for further practice, let's see if we can do this together. Let's identify these sentence parts. The committee elected George chairman. So committee could be identified as our subject. Our action word is elected. Elected who? Elected what? They elected George. So George is our direct object. The committee elected George chairman. Well, chairman is restating George. So we're going to identify chairman as our object complement. Another sentence to practice on. Jason had a birthday party at his favorite Mexican restaurant. Jason in this sentence can be identified as our subject. Had is our verb, it's our action word. Had who, had what. Party is our direct object. Birthday could be considered adjective because it's describing the type of party. And at his favorite Mexican restaurant could be our adverbial phrase because it's answering where. Another sentence to practice on is the pilot told the crew chief about the damages. In this sentence, our subject, can you identify it? That's right, it's pilot. Can you find the action word or the verb? It's told. Told who? Told what? Find our direct object. It is chief. About the damages, we would put parentheses around that because that is our prepositional phrase. You'll be asked to do exercises exactly like this, and these are some examples from your lesson. You can use these for reference when you go to complete them. This is exactly what you'll be asked to do when completing your lesson and in your quiz and test in the unit. So in conclusion, now you need to log into OdysseyWare and work on your lesson. If you're having difficulty, please visit the English Virtual Office. I have placed the link here. You can also email me directly, you can call me, or you can message me through OdysseyWare for more assistance.